Hello, welcome to a update video of sorts. I want to give a message to my Patreon supporters, my patrons over on Patreon. But first of all, I want to talk about the thing that's been happening over the past couple of days on YouTube. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's throwing their hat into the ring to talk about this topic of discussion. Everyone has an opinion on it. People are outraged. People aren't that bothered. And it is YouTube introducing the decision to up the threshold for being a YouTube partner, being able to monetize your videos to 1,000 subscribers and I don't even know what, like 250,000 minutes or I don't know, 4,000 hours of your videos watched in watch minutes over the past year, something like that. It doesn't affect me, but that's not in a kind of fuck you, you know. And even if it did, I wouldn't really be that bothered, but I'm not sure about the specifics of it. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest. I've been very busy. I'm sitting down to make this video at the last minute. I'm doing a lot of other things today, but as far as I'm aware, if you're not a YouTube partner, then they take away certain privileges of your channel too. So I'm not even sure if like custom thumbnails get removed, if streaming gets removed, if you're unable to do live streams. But particularly length of video, I think, would be a real issue for me personally. So I'm glad that I have the amount of subscribers that I have, and I feel sorry for the people who don't have that many or don't have the watch minutes. Because CP, a good friend of mine, Will I Like It Reviews, he has over 3,000 subscribers, I think, but he doesn't have the watch minutes, so he really needs to bump that up until they put all the changes into full effect, I believe, in February. So go check out CP's channel, Will I Like It Reviews, and watch all of his videos. And that's one thing I think has been actually a good result of this whole issue, is I've seen a lot of people on Twitter just sharing videos, sharing content creators, you know, the small YouTubers, and saying, check out these guys, check out these guys. And you see some of the, not the big YouTubers, but the bigger YouTubers in our community of YouTube movie, what am I talking about? I'll leave that one in for free. You know, the YouTube movie community, the bigger people, you know, like say Blu-ray Dan or Drum Dums, who is certainly just picking up so much momentum and has a very big audience as far as our community is concerned. He's saying, look, I'll retweet your videos and so on. So it's good to see people like that trying to help out the smaller content creators and saying, I'll share your videos, let's all subscribe to other people. And you know, a lot of people are finding new movie YouTubers they hadn't seen before. So that's a positive that's come out of this. But at the same time, it is a bit strange that the people at the top who are making ridiculous amounts of money, they're going to continue to do that, and maybe rightfully so in some of their cases where they do put a lot of effort into their videos and their videos are very good. Then you have the people who are really struggling at the bottom, getting even further kind of pushed to the side. But it's mainly, to me, about those added privileges. Like, I'm not too sure exactly the extent of what those are going to be, because I wasn't emailed like some people were. So I do need to look into it and so on. I have another channel where I do gaming streams. Maybe I won't be able to do them anymore. I really don't know what the changes are to the YouTube partner system. I've been a YouTube partner since I think 2012, and to be transparent, I get paid from YouTube about £60 every 6 months. You know, so that's like what, roughly about a tenner a month. You know, it really isn't anything. It's pocket money. You know, never have done this for the money. The money is just like a nice kind of side thing. Although, especially when I had no job, that was really helpful to get anything from YouTube, and especially my Patreon supporters, who I'm so thankful for during that time, who helped me keep my channel going, for, you know, buying the things that I needed to keep everything going in terms of storage, you know, memory cards and portable hard drives to kind of store all of my stuff and continue to do these marathon videos and things like that. But you know, I do think that if people put a lot of effort into YouTube, you know, they should get paid for it, I think. But I do think it's unwise to get into that kind of frame of mind where you start this to make money, or you start this to make a career. That's even worse, I think, because I mean, it's not bad to try and make a career out of it, but I think it's unwise to really bank on it, because the way YouTube has been going, censorship is really just creeping up on things in a big bad way, where people have to be careful what they say. It's not really like, okay guys, you got to really watch what you say, and you got to only say this kind of thing and not have this kind of opinion. But it's slowly creeping towards that. These small changes that build up over time, you know, the whole thing where the past 6 months or so, people's videos are getting, what would you call it, unapproved for demonetized, you know, where your content is unsuitable for advertisers. I get that on almost all of my videos. After a while they sometimes change, but by that time all the views are done anyway, so I lose out on that money. But to me, again, it's not the driving force of my channel. I love just having a platform to be able to share my videos and to talk to people about the shit that I like, which is movies, Star Wars, video games occasionally. You know, that's the kind of stuff I really enjoy. I love being able to see other people's videos as well. So I hope this doesn't dishearten people or make them, you know, think, okay, maybe I should take a step back. You know, obviously if you're putting so much time into it that it's kind of, you know, hindering your work life, whatever, then yeah, maybe scale back a bit. But, you know, it's getting so hard now. There's so many people making YouTube videos that to break out and become one of those kind of like Jeremy Johns or you know, Chris Stuckman, it's very unlikely, you know, not to kind of crush anyone's dreams or anything, but to make money off this is becoming rarer and rarer. To make real money off this and to make the mega money is just pretty much non-existent now. You really needed to have started earlier, because the way they're changing things, it's all in flux at the moment. And bottom line on the whole thing, I just think it is really cool to see the community kind of just rising up to kind of to bring everyone else up, you know, with each other. There's a real sense of community that seems to be coming out of this thing, where I have seen on Twitter a lot of people trying to support other people and saying, hey, check out this channel, hey, look at this channel. Even people making videos saying, let's support the smaller creators and seek out those channels that aren't going to get that help. Let's support people through Patreon. You know, let's support them in ways that YouTube is taking away from them. You know, I do think there is something to be said for that. And when it comes to YouTubers, especially if you really like a YouTuber and you watch their stuff all the time, and you're getting, you know, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a week, hours a week of content from these people that you love and you get entertainment from, you know, obviously YouTube is a free platform in that sense, but I do believe that if you want to, you know, give money to those people because you're getting entertainment out of them, whether it's like $1 a month or whatever, I do think that's something that, you know, should be done. So I think that Patreon's really good for that. And that's another thing, is that Patreon, they kind of changed their system last December, and people were like, whoa, this is not good. So Patreon went, okay, we'll take a step back. We're not going to do that. We've listened. We'll leave it just as it is. You know, that was awesome. But YouTube, you know, it's too big of a system. You know, since Google took over, it's such a business. I mean, that's all it is. It's advertising. You know, it's the advertisers. It's the money that feeds the hand. I mean, it's all about advertising, and really, that's all it is. I mean, you look at movies, TV, entertainment, advertising, merchandising, you know, YouTube the flamethrower. The kids love this one. So, but just bottom line, try and support the smaller creators if you can. And if you're a smaller creator, tweet me at RazorwireRyan. I'll retweet your videos, your channels, whatever. I'll definitely step in and do what I can. Not that I can do much, you know, don't have many followers or anything, but I'll do what I can to kind of, you know, share the videos around and whatever, because I think that it is worth doing, and it is worth focusing on the smaller content creators who are putting effort in and aren't just making stupid videos and trying to abuse the system, which is why they implemented it. But I don't think that it's a foolproof system, but we'll see what happens anyway. Now, my message to my Patreon supporters is about the Facebook group I set up, which I need to kind of get more people into. I have about 6 or 7 people in there right now. I sent out a message to all of my patrons through patreon.com, and I think only half have replied to them. So you probably haven't seen them yet. I don't know if you get email notified about that. But if you are a Patreon supporter of mine and you want to join the Facebook group, the closed Facebook group where I'll be posting the you know, various updates and things about my videos, talking about movies, but also primarily where you can ask questions for my monthly Patreon Q&A. So if you want to do that, you need to message me on Patreon and give me your email address. Turns out the Facebook URL link doesn't quite work, so just send me your email address and I can add you into the closed Facebook group. Or if you just want to ask questions through Patreon, you can just send me a message like that as well. But that was just the quick message to them, because it seems like half the people haven't seen it yet, and I do know that people don't really check the Patreon website that often anyway. So just to make you aware, if you hadn't seen the message from me already on Patreon, that yeah, I'm looking for your links so that I can add you into the Facebook group if you want to be added into it, that is, of course. So there we go, that's my thoughts on that. And with that, also today, I hope you enjoy my other video, which is all in good fun, and I'll see you in the next video.
He's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans and Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you.